Hi guys, welcome back to the Drive Life channel, and in today's video you join me on a chilly January morning. As you can see, we've had a bit of snowfall. To a lot of viewers on the channel, we've got a lot of people in Sweden, Scandinavia, Norway, Finland, all that sort of area. This may not seem like much snow to you, but for us in the UK, they're cancelling public transport for this. They're closing schools. Mental, absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I thought I'd bring you guys along on my commute. As you can see, the main road ahead is clear. We've got some interesting motorway mountains to climb over as well, but it shouldn't be any issue whatsoever. But we'll discuss sort of how the UK completely fails to prepare for any sort of snow. UK drivers can't drive in the snow. Every year, with the laughing stock of the planet, as videos of us all crashing, or British people crashing, sliding down hills, etc. So yeah, let's get into it. So although we had snow towards the end of 2022, the last time I've really driven in snow was when I drove to the Arctic Circle in February last year. There we had some proper snow, as some of you guys would describe it as. Sort of 10 feet of snow, snowbanks either side of the road, sheet ice with snow on the roads, and the Volvo handled it absolutely perfectly. Over there, because obviously it's so icy, you guys just deal with it so much better than we do. You'd have snow plows out, you'd have all sorts. The roads are graded every day, they've got lines down them, sort of to give you more traction laterally. It's just very, very impressive. Here we'll send a gritter out maybe at night just to spread some salt on the road, and then that's it. Snow plows don't get deployed until carnage breaks out, and it's just a very, very strange thing. I think one of the issues here in the UK, but perhaps, well, I know the people in Scotland and the Highlands have got it sorted, otherwise they wouldn't be able to get anywhere. They're probably one of the only parts of the UK that gets proper snow regularly. One of the biggest sticking points, one of the reasons why the UK drivers struggle so much, is down to tyres. I'd be willing to place a bet that 90% or more people don't even understand the concept of having suitable tyres for the season. And it's very strange. So most people, they'll buy a car, especially on finance, it'll have some tyres on, and they won't even think about them unless they go flat. The car tells them there's low pressure, or they're failing MOT. It's that bad here. Granted, not all UK drivers are like that, but I think a lot of you from the UK know who I'm talking about, those sort of people who just, yeah, for them a car is just a way to get from A to B. There's no consideration of how they then make sure that's safest, etc. So tyres are a big thing. I mean, I don't run winter tyres, I run these cross climate 2s, and they were fantastic driving up to the Arctic Circle and back, and as a result I don't think I really would need winter tyres, especially because we get so little snow here, really, in comparison to up there. And if it can take me 5,000 miles up to the Arctic Circle and back on a standard set of Michelin cross climates, then I'll probably be okay here in the UK too. I think another reason is driving. The standard of driving in the UK is very poor. A lot of people drive while distracted. Again, they see it as getting from A to B. They don't consider what they're actually doing when they're driving. They drive far too quickly for the conditions, and some of the roles I've worked in, you see sort of the sometimes fatal aftermath of that, of people who don't know how to control cars properly, especially in the ice. And we have this policy in the UK, or we have a sort of train of thought that if the weather's bad, just don't go outside. It's easier not to go outside than it is to deal with the weather, which I think is quite dangerous, because when it does happen, and arguably we're more likely to get extreme weather more often as the climate changes, but I'm not sure how different it is to back in the day. We don't think we've had a winter as bad as that one in the 80s or 70s, before I was born. But yeah, it's all very, very how do you word, over safety cautions. There's too many safety cautions here in the UK. Rather than dealing with the issue, they'd rather just stop everyone, or everyone would rather stop than face the issues. But look at this. I mean, it's just stunning, isn't it? There's no reason why you couldn't drive here. There's no reason why they need to close schools, in my opinion. All just gets a bit silly. And I think also it depends what car you've got. I mean, obviously the S80, Volvos in general, are designed for this way worse weather than we've got here. So I think that is a major point, a major consideration. A lot of people drive cars that aren't designed to be grippy. They're designed for sort of to be affordable, designed to have big wide fat tyres. A lot of SUVs have big wide fat tyres that are freaking summer tyres that they use all year round, and then they wonder why they've just slid into the back of a lorry. It's, yeah, strange stuff. I see people driving along with a letterbox on their windscreen, so all they've done is just clear out a square for them to be able to see, and they just crack on. They don't consider the fact that there's other stuff going on around apart from what you can see. And the lady crashed into me because she just couldn't see me, because all she'd cleared was a square like that, and it was just when you got people like that on the road, it's concerning. You sort of got to look after yourself, really. But yeah, no, it'd be interesting for you guys to let me know what you sort of think of this. I know I've got some viewers up in Scotland, up in the Highlands, who deal with this stuff regularly, especially you guys in Scandinavia as well. You deal with this, and you deal with it so well. It's admirable, really. But here in the UK, we do struggle. Which is crazy, absolutely crazy. And as you can see, everyone's driving slowly. Everyone drives at 40 miles an hour. It's -2. It's not like it's going to be even that icy or that dangerous. People here in the UK, as soon as it hits under 3 degrees, everything comes to a standstill. Everyone's very careful. They drive slower rather than smoother. Yeah, it's just all a bit crazy. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I'm being a bit too cynical. I'm all for driving safely, but I think actually driving better can be often a more effective way of driving more safely than driving slower. You've got ice here, for example, but just keep the car straight. You're not trying to go fast through the bend, and you're fine. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if I'm just being moany, and let me know how your country deals with it. Stick your comments in the comment box below, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.